6 p.m. a.m. Sorry. And
So what did you come up with?
So yeah, no, I feel great. I have to say, I flew in already on Tuesday.
Wow.
So that was perfect. So I had a day off yesterday, and yeah, today first day at the track walk this morning, and track looks pretty good, like always. So Austin, it's a nice combination. Also, I think Crafty said it already. It's a great track to drive around with a lot of technical parts, quick corners in the beginning. Well, not the first one, but then the next section, it's very quick, even in the safety car. And then you have some braking points along straight. I was always looking for already have green if they are already have some test programs, but I haven't seen them. And yeah, no, it's a really good place. It's different than other racetracks, so good to be here.
And talk me through what a kind of typical race weekend looks like for you. When's the first time you get in the car? How much, not practice, but how much kind of setup of your car do you do? And then, yeah, where are you based throughout the weekend? Obviously, it's a double race weekend this weekend. How does that change things for you?
Well, back to the time schedule. So track walk for me, normally I should be on the track Thursday morning 9 o'clock, because that's the time when officially the FIA and the race director, the circuit commission where I'm a part of, checking the track together with the clerk of the course, with all officials from the circuit here. So we're walking around for, let's say, 2 hours, checking if all changes have done from last year to this year, looking if it's getting a little bit more bumpy. Yes, it gets a little bit more bumpy from last season to this season, and checking barriers, tech pro barriers. So we decided to take something of the tech pro barriers, exit of turn 1 away, because we don't need them. We put on some other places the tech pros there, so just to make some decisions what we have to do by safety reason. And that takes another 2 hours. Then we have at 12:30 system checks, because in the safety and medical car we have all the Formula 1 systems to control the cars, or just to get a lot of data. It's a check for all the camera people around the track. So if all is connected in the right way, maybe you see the helicopters flying around, they're checking the systems. And then from 2 to 3 o'clock we have the official high-speed track test. So that's the first proper time when I can have fun on the track.
Oh yeah.
So with a proper start procedure, that's important, because in the background the timing is running. That's when all the people they are involved during the race for the timing system, camera systems, all the light panels around. We're checking if they are all installed in the right direction, and if they are all working. So that's what we're doing in this hour. And for me, it's important. I'm 52. You know, sometimes you forgot the corner and said, "Oh, corner now." Turn 1 was a left corner, now it's a right now, so things like that. No, just joking, but it's always good to have a little bit of practice time. This year we are here with the Mercedes AMG. Last year we've been here with the Aston Martin, so I have 2 different brands, and that's quite nice, I have to say. And the diff, for sure, the Black Series, the AMG drives in a different way than the Aston, so I have to adapt my driving style a little bit for, let's say, for a quick lap. I'm not flat out doing a race, depends what the race director tells me by radio. So but it's always good to have some practice laps, and it makes fun, especially on a track like here.
I won't ask you to name names, but do you have a preference? Mercedes, AMG or Aston Martin?
Well, I've been racing for Mercedes in the 90s and early of the 2000s in touring cars and sports cars, and things like that. So my heart, in one way, for sure, it's on Mercedes. I know the team quite well. I know the company quite well, because I started racing for them 1995, and now we have 2024, and I still have a contract by side with Mercedes as a brand ambassador. So I'm really good connected to this direction. I'm working for the FIA doing the Formula 1 weekend, so I don't really take care who is in front or who is winning. For me, the sport is it's the most important thing to see a great race. In the end, it doesn't matter who is winning. This year it was very easy, I have to say, who is winning. But even that, it's for me great, because he's doing a great job, the team and everyone. And back to your question, on the other side, Aston Martin joined the FIA and Formula 1 group in 2021 as a safety car supplier, and it's always good to have new ideas to see how they are working. The car is brilliant. I feel a little bit like James Bond sometimes. Yeah, maybe a little bit older, yeah. So like old James Bond. But no, that's great. So I'm really happy to have two brands, and yeah, the cars are really good. So I'm really looking forward for next season. So because maybe they change the car. I can tell you, don't tell this to anyone. But yeah, I think so. We will have a new safety car, and so that's great. So to work together with these companies, it's great. So if you are really a part, everyone is listening to you because of 24 years in Formula One, behind the steering wheel of a safety car, they are listening to you. That's very important.
I think that may have been the most diplomatic answer I have ever heard in my life. So credit to you there. No, you mentioned that you've been in Formula One for so long. How many races have you done behind the wheel of the safety car now? Do we have a count going?
Well, I missed 4. I
think that's fair enough.
I missed 4 and 3 in 2001 and 1 in 2002. 2002, yeah, that's right. Because I was in hospital, I had an accident, not in the car, by private. I was jumping over a fence and broke my heel. 2002, I lost my right part of the lung. So nothing really serious, so they could fix it.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it was all good. So
okay.
Yeah,
good.
No problem. And but I still Sunday I will have my 450th Grand Prix.
450th.
In Formula
Wow!
One.
Round of applause for that, everyone.
Well, yeah, that's just a part. Formula One. Everyone is just talking about Formula One, but we have so many other championships like F2, F3, the Porsche Super Cup in Europe. Here I'm covering the historical Formula cars. I do also the Academy race. So if you count this all together, it's more than 3,500 races what I have done. Wow. Don't ask me how many weekends. Well, that's quite easy, 450. But don't ask me about laps and things like that. I'm not really good to count that. I'm happy to remember 450 Grand Prix.
Wow.
And yeah, but in the end, if you love something, you really don't look behind or just. It runs 24 years was running like hell.
Gone in the blink of an eye.
I remember when Charlie Whiting, the race director, when he called me in 1999 and said, "Bernd, I have to talk to you," and I thought, oh shit, that's not good. If a Formula One race director calls you, maybe something is wrong with my car, or you never know. And it was just an easy question. Bernd, we are looking for a new driver. Are you available? And I said, yes. For what? Yeah, to drive the safety car. I said, oh yeah, well, I can do this by side. So I was not really thinking about what will happen in 10 years. So it gets more and more and more, and yeah, it's a nice job. It's a different job than to be a part of the race. But you can do it really long, and that's why I'm still here and still love it. I miss it during the winter time. My wife is happy if I'm home in the winter time, and she is happy when I'm out of the house in February and March. So it's always up and down, but in a nice way. I think a dream comes true if you really work on it. And I decided in 2005 to stay in the safety car side and instead be a race driver. Because time is running, and I knew that I can do this job a really long time, because it doesn't matter if you are a second slower or quicker, you just have to cover your job what you have to do. And like in a race, we are not always flat out. I wish I could, but by safety reason, depends what happens on a track, you have to adapt your speed to the situation.
Amazing. Well, Bernd.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to say thank you. I mean, these races wouldn't run without you, and what you do is incredible. So thank you on behalf of all of us. Enjoy the weekend, and thank you for joining us.
You make the weekend, because you are the fans. Without fans, we wouldn't be here. So
absolutely.
Thanks for that.
Absolutely. Well, Bernd, thank you so